are people going to wait until more of you join. If you want to ask questions during the live stream, we'll repeat multiple times what to do. You can click the chat. If you're on YouTube, just leave comments. If you want to go and we have live stream chat. Sorry for that. You have live stream chat on the right side on YouTube, and you have chat in stream if you're. So let's wait for another minute and see who else is joining before we start. But this is our first live stream, and Ian and I started QuantWheel. Here with us, it's David as well, who is a part of the team, who is QuantWheel, and you'll first meet us, who we are, why we started QuantWheel, the history of QuantWheel, anything else. And then we're going to talk about what is the past of QuantWheel, what is the present, and what is the future. So how is stressing, why it's one of the best tools that we think is out there, and how it's going to develop in the next couple of months. So we got tons of great updates. And in the end, of course, you can ask any questions. And even if you want, you can add anything before we start. I leave it to you.
Yeah, thanks all for joining. I saw there was a great participation already for the first stream, and excited to work with all of you over email, over Discord, and now finally live. So cheers from Orlando, Marcelo. Welcome everyone joining in. We've been building QuantWheel since 2024, and it's finally looking as what we've dreamed about. It's kind of managing my whole wheel scenario, and yeah, great to see like people recognize it as well. I think we have planned to go through the roadmap, show a little bit of the new updates, and also then leave time for questions. But if you want to interrupt us at any time, just type it in the chat. We can let you live if you're joining from our restream, and ask questions live as well.
All right, so guys, use the chat. We'll answer when the time comes. But first, we're going to introduce ourselves, and we're going to talk about the history of. I leave it for Ivan. He is the person who basically started to, and then I joined him the way. Ivan, a little bit about why you started it. What was the mindset? Do you trade? Are you a trader? What do you? Why did you start QuantWheel?
Yeah, I was trading with options for maybe like 8 years, and every year I came up with new strategies, and every time it would go well for 6 months, and boom, I would just lose everything I've earned in those 6 months. And then I realized I'm not a good trader. I like more of the investing approach. But then I realized, hey, options can, if I start selling them instead of buying them, it just can generate me an income. And the worst case scenario, I invest for the long term in hopefully good quality companies. And then, yeah, like if you're doing your research, really trying to squeeze the returns, I was glued at a screen and watching at the market while I was supposed to be working, or I don't know, I was supposed to be on vacation. So I realized, hey, this is there should be a better way. There should be a system that like just monitors the market for you and does not do, because we don't trust robots, but does help you along with your trading style. And yeah, first results were quite positive. Like once I saw that this system can trade better than me, find better deals, better entries, then we decided to share with the first 50 users, and then people loved it. And then yeah, I just saw a message from Austin. He's saying he can't type in the chat, but he's like, his first trade in QuantWheel paid for his full membership. So like it's providing value for people, and that's why we decided to go all in, quit our jobs, and yeah, we are building QuantWheel full time. Luca, anything you want to add?
Yep. Yeah. So I never trade. I didn't trade options before. I started a couple of different business space, but never had time to trade. But knowing Ivan, I know him for over 15 years, and I trust that he's one of the smartest people that I know. And he was trading options for 8 years or so. And I always wanted to start as well. Amazing instrument. And I was just buying dividend stocks and then selling them at a premium, appreciated. But the problem was that last introduced, I sold all of my stocks and I started selling options. And I sold my first option in, I think, April last year. And since then, it had pretty good results. And we started building QuantWheel for ourselves. In the beginning, QuantWheel was full of features that we wanted to use, because it's annoying to go to a broker and look at option chains. Option chains have almost none of them mean anything to me. And at the time, I was a beginner when strategies and bid and ask price and premiums. I understood it, but until I made the first trade, I was just lost. And when I made the first trade, it was all easier for me. And since then, I started a good run. But what QuantWheel helped me understand is which options to trade. So I know that day trading is very difficult. It's difficult to earn money there. But becoming an insurance company, other stock traders, is pretty simple. So I got a feedback that mine is broke. I'll try to change my Wi-Fi. 1 second.
Okay, Lucas back.
All right. All right. Thanks for letting me know about the voice. I changed the Wi-Fi. Probably it will work better now. What I wanted to say is a broker chain, options chain, shows a lot of information, but none of it meant a lot to me. I wanted to see what is the premium I can earn. I had a goal in mind. I wanted to earn 12% per year, which is pretty simple if you have good stocks in your portfolio that you would like to own anyways. And that's when a screener was born on QuantWheel, which one of the most important things for me was showing me how much I can earn per year, and which options to choose besides looking at the Greeks. Thanks, guys. Okay, the voice is better. And it started from there. First, we developed the screener, then the journal, and the journal showed us we wanted to see what is the break even of each stock. So if we're just wheeling the same stock over and over again, for example, if Nvidia stock is right now $211 and we're wheeling it for the next 4 months, our break even is not 211, it's maybe 201. And we wanted to know that. We wanted to know how much can we risk and what's the real price of the stock that we're willing. We did that, and we did a bunch of other features. Right now, what you have on QuantWheel, and I will share my screen right now just so that you can see. Let me know if you see this, guys.
Yep.
All right. So what you can see here is our landing page. Anyone can start a free trial of QuantWheel for $1. 1 second. Okay, I'm not sharing the screen properly. I'm going to move this here. All right, can you guys see my screen? Like this. All right, perfect. So what you can see here is a landing page of QuantWheel, and anyone can try it out. Anyone can try it out for free for 7 days. Basically, just pay $1 and you're done. But there are also a lot of free tools that you can use. Just go to tools. You can see them here. And a cool thing we wanted to mention is if you like what you see, 1 second, or I leave it to better. I leave it to you. Even I don't want to show my portfolio.
Yeah. Let me just share mine. Yeah, you should be able to see your open wheels and your suggestions and past alerts. So currently there's an outage with the broker integration provider, so you cannot see my portfolio value, but yeah, the best thing here is that we've been working on it for almost a year. Is basically you don't have to know anything about your portfolio. You just need to know few things to focus on. For example, QuantWheel found that my positions in platinum have a stock split, and I would have never guessed it, and I actually need to take action. Or for example, I need to roll these two positions that went deep in the money, and yeah, it's a good thing to just start looking at them. Or for example, my covered call, it got 64% profit, but there's still a lot of time in that, so basically it pays off to close it early. And then also, if you want to deploy your idle cash or find your positions that need covered calls, with just one click you can do so here. Maybe I can switch to this tab. Yeah, what Lucas spoke about, the screener, where I find my new entries. I have my watch list, and from here I can also manage my watch lists, or just go straight to the US equities. And yeah, in one screen I have everything I need for basically very quick decision making. Let's say,
What I would suggest even is if you give a quick overview how to start, so how to
yep,
set up Control, because it's pretty quick and simple, and then what is the daily activity that you do to make the most money and most out of Control.
yeah, great point, Lucas. So first I set up my watch list, basically put all the tickers I'm interested in into one place. Then I go to option
Okay, but
filters.
how do you explain step by step? How do you set up the watch list? How
I
do
see.
you connect the broker? Those most important things. Imagine you were at the start.
Yeah, you're right. This was the so maybe the best thing to do first is just basically go to manage your broker. QuantWheel works best if you have some broker connected, because we already can detect your positions in danger, positions that you should close, positions that you should roll, and it's very simple. I basically pick my broker. You have, I think, 10 of them currently available. Or if you just want to try it out, there's a manual journal or CSV import that supports a few formats like Fidelity or even some others. I personally have Fidelity. It's literally 2 clicks. We take good care of security, so this is purely OAuth. We don't take or store your passwords. This is purely handled with tokens. And then once I have my broker connected, I will start by default just getting suggestions on my wheel positions. If I want to modify them, I can go and do so in settings. Um, I can show you that here within preferences. You can choose your settings. For example, if you want to receive split alerts or expiration alerts, um, if QuantWheel thinks you should start selling covered calls on your uncovered positions, you can set that up as well. We QuantWheel understands your break even for every stock. So let's say you've been wheeling something for 6 months, and your break even has been lowered down. We take that price to calculate what's your ROI of annualized ROI of selling covered calls. And then once you get a good opportunity to enter a covered call position, you automatically get it because you connect to your broker. Similarly, as you saw in my positions, you have positions that grew in value quickly, then you get a notification, hey, it might be good to just close them. This efficiency ratio is basically, you can stay here. The efficiency ratio, let's say you sell a covered call that expires in 30 days, but it goes 50% in profit in 1 day. That's a huge efficiency and just makes sense to close it and not wait it out. While I don't know, if it grows 60% in value, but there is only 1 day to close, then it pays off to wait for those extra 40%. You can play around with this efficiency rate and see what fits you. But my personal favorite is just roll alerts. This is slightly more complicated, but I think it's the crux of being super profitable as a wheel trader. As you all know, let's say you have a cash secure put at 100 strike price, and the stock starts crashing from 150. You need to act quickly. You'll get the best rolling opportunities while there is a big IV and spike in IV, because those further along DTEs will have a lot more premium. Once the stock drops and IV stops growing and basically crashes, your window of rolling is basically gone. So you need something to tell you, hey, you should start rolling. And you can select all of your criteria that you want. Basically, if the stock has approached your strike price to 2%, I can basically just add this here and say within 2%. This works both for puts and calls. Or if you want to say, hey, the underlying moved 10%, done. It's going to notify you that, hey, the underlying moved 10%, my ROI spiked on my position, and you're going to get a precise suggestion on what to actually do. You can, notify by email and Discord. We are currently working on a mobile app, but this is basically where you set up the highest value of QuantWheel. Then, let me know if there's any questions in the chat. I'm currently looking at my screen. All right, next, what I do is, this basically covers your current positions, but you also need alerts when to enter your new positions. That you can basically do from here. I've figured out what my sweet spot is with these filters. You have option filters, technical filters, company filters, and set it up as you'd like. For example, I don't care about a cash secure put that's not yielding me at least 20% yearly. That's done. And then I can also set up my technical filters if I want to fine tune it, or just make sure that I have a decent quality company with a market cap of, let's say, over 1 billion.
So on the screener, what I wanted to explain is if you click the wheel on the left side, there's everything you need to trade wheel. So from finding cash secured puts based on technical filters, option filters, and fundamentals. Second, you can roll. It's very easy to roll. And this is probably the only feature that we've seen online and the product that helps you roll profitably. So even if you mess it up, you can find the rolls that are still profitable and reduce your risk of getting assigned. And after that, you can cover calls. Even if you get assigned, you can cover calls at the same place. So you can see how to earn more money with the positions that you already own. And lastly, you have the results. So You can see what are the results, how successful you are with each ticker. The last one, the 4 results. You can see how successful you are with each ticker, how successful you are in total, what are the active wheels. And that's where, for example, the Action Center comes in. Can we go back to the Action Center just very quickly? Why QuantWheel is better than not using it? Because the subscription is so cheap that even if you open one trade with the uncovered calls or unallocated cash that you already have, you already paid it off for a whole year. For example, right now you have 214,000 in unallocated cash. It should be working for you. Even if it generates 1% in a month, that's $2,000. That's enough for 2-3 years of QuantWheel. You already have 52,000 of uncovered positions. That means you own stock that is not making you money. Also, 1% is 500, which is enough, more than enough for a yearly subscription of QuantWheel. That's just one position. So at all times in an Action Center, you see where your cash is it working for you and maximizing your income potential? Where are your stocks? Are they working for you and maximizing your income potential? And is any position at risk of getting assigned? Once you cover those 3, there's no point of watching anything else in your broker or on QuantWheel. It takes you a few minutes per day, and you even have the suggestions to use. For example, Ivan can now close the call early and capture the premium. This is a position where probably he has still got a lot of time till expiry. He can capture the premium and roll it to capture it even more. So yeah, Ivan.
Yeah, I actually did this right before the call, and it takes some time for my fidelity to sync. But this is spot on. This is exactly what I did before this call.
Yeah, and you can also see past suggestions and see if you listened to QuantWheel, how much you would have earned if you listened to it. So we are working on making QuantWheel a no-brainer for you, of making it obvious how much money you can earn. Because if there is a month, if a month passes by and you're not letting your cash and stocks earn money for you, you basically earn much more than if you paid for QuantWheel. And what we're going to do now is, if you have any questions, write them in the chat. And after that, we're going to show you what is new with the roadmap and a couple of other things we have published. So Ivan, I suggest you check the chat. There is a question about GEX. And thank you, Emmeline. Thank you very much. It was a great support. Also, would be nice to have you on the next live stream, Emmeline, whenever you'll be ready.
Okay, we have a question about GEX levels. Are they real time? They're near real time. Basically, within a few seconds, you get the best GEX levels. We do have some caching for the free version that's publicly available, but I believe if you go into the, let's say, GEX AI, and I don't know, do SPY for today, it's gonna spit out whatever is live right now. Yep. So one thing here to note is for SPX and indices, we do have a options implied price, which helps us make a more stable regime detection. So whether we are in positive or negative gamma, and you might see slight deviances in the SPX price, but that's purely because we're focusing on providing you the best regime.
Yeah, my
Marcelo?
question for you, Marcelo, is, if you want, you can jump with us on the stream and explain how do you trade, or just write a quick message. Are you trading 0 DTE, or why do you need real-time GEX, and what does real-time mean for you? Because if you're opening and closing positions in the span of 1-2 minutes, then real-time is probably real-time for you. If you are trading whatever, a little bit mid long term, then it's a bit different for you. So explain what would mean real time and what's your strategy. And yeah, in the meantime, In the meantime, Ivan, can you open website? And I would like to show a couple of things, guys. So in the resources section, if you hover over resources, you'll see a couple of things here. You have how-to guides, release notes, and roadmap. So 3 new updates. For everybody who was wondering how to use QuantWheel and never had us get on the live stream and show you, what you can do now is you can go to how-to guides and check the articles. Or if you don't want to read, when you log in on the dashboard, in the bottom right corner, there is a bubble which you can ask a question, and it's pretty smart. So whatever you ask it, it will explain you pretty well how to do it. So you can just how to connect the broker, and you will see a clear and quick explanation in steps. So at the bottom, it will leave a link for you to click if you need more information, or the answer is not in the chat. You can still chat and ask specifically, or you can click that link and discover it yourself. Marcella, we will answer later. I will just continue talking, and then Ivan will show you the rest of he'll continue answering your question. So next thing, in the resources, we have release notes and roadmap. And this is probably the most exciting thing for us to talk about today, and would be nice to hear your opinion, guys. So right now, a lot of things have been completed, but we did not have the public roadmap. You can see all the features. You can use QuantWheel. We just presented a part of it. We did not present the journal, copy trading, and the GEX. We will talk about it soon. But here you can see what we're working on. We're working on option flows, which will give you a huge advantage if you're trading 0 DTE, for example. And I know a lot of you are. This feature alone is pretty expensive everywhere else where you use it. We're going to make it very available for everybody here on QuantWheel. It will be easy to access, easy to use. Ivan is already testing it. He will explain how it will work soon. Then we have the mobile app. The first version will give you updates and notifications. We think that there are certain opportunities that when you and if you react on time, you can earn way more without risking much. So when does that happen? Ivan explained the situation where if the volatility in that moment is pretty high, you can use it and roll the option and earn much more than if you did it an hour or 2 later. And the app will help you get notified in those cases for the starters. Then we have the Will Strategy Marketplace, community strategies. So right now, what we're working on is partnerships with brokers. And what those partnerships with brokers are going to allow us is to allow copy trading on QuantWheel. So we already have a couple of you guys here, Austin included, I think, being or allowing others to copy their trades. And this is probably the most requested feature right now. And once we finish that, you're going to be able to earn money by allowing other traders copy you. So you'll name your price. They're going to subscribe to your notifications. And most brokers that we will work with will have automated copy trading. And then we have unified alerts management, SMS and phone alerts, and much more. I think I mentioned a lot of the most important things. And after that, we're just going to focus on adding as many strategies as possible and making it easy for you to trade all the other strategies. So Ivan, I leave it to you to check the questions and answer a couple of specific ones.
Yeah, I'll start from the bottom. Or just typing an answer for creating a heat seeker-like tool. We're focusing first on SPY 0 DTE because it's the most complicated one, and then we'll scale out to the sectors and stocks. Hopefully, it's gonna be super exciting, and it's gonna be very, very interesting to see where the flows are moving to. Then Austin is asking, could you add an AI agent that takes users' trading plan and applies it across all settings and optimizes over time? Brilliant question. I think two things in the roadmap speak to this. One is there's basically Wheel Strategy Marketplace, where Luca mentioned it's going to be copy tradable, but also in one screen you can define your strategy and get alerts. But also, if you combine it with this item here, agentic options trading that's coming in Q3, the agents will be able to connect it to your favorite agent and basically supercharge your wheel experience. Austin, let me know if that answers your question, but that's exactly on the roadmap. Then, Luca, you want to add something here?
Yeah. So it's something that is whatever copy trading is right now, and we know most traders want to earn money without having to think much. Because if you look at any other broker, any platform, a lot of traders are copy traders or bot users. This is what we want to allow you to create and use on QuantWheel. So if you think you have a great strategy and you don't want necessarily to allow others to copy you, you can create your own kind of strategy. We can call it strategy or a bot or whatever you want to call it, and then sell it to others. And in the beginning, it will be very simple. And in the future, Q3, Q4, it's going to be agentic, which means it will learn and behave based on your description, not if-then functions. And you've probably seen some things that people are doing already in, for example, marketing or tech, and imagine that in options trading. So that's what we're working on. And Ivan, I leave it to you to answer the fidelity question, and and Marcelo answered which kind of strategy he is using.
Yeah, exactly. Fidelity is my broker. I think they're great, and we've tried so many avenues to get them, at least to sync my positions quicker than end of day. Unfortunately, yeah, Fidelity itself just resolves it at the end of the day and sends it out. But yeah, we're not giving up. We have new broker integrations on the way and the horizon, and for copy trading, we have creative solutions there, so it won't block, for example, copying my signals in real time. And then yeah, 0DT SPX, awesome. I think many people love it. I'm still learning how to do it with the community, and yeah, for example, flows is what we're building specifically for 0DT SPX, and vertical spreads. I like that. It's also, I mean, you can see it on the screen. We have it on the roadmap for Q2 as a stretch together with Leap support.
Yeah, I would like to cover two more things, guys. Anybody who is watching here or on YouTube after this live stream finishes, send us your questions or suggestions. How can we make QuantWheel even simpler for you? There are two feedbacks that we get right now. For people who are not experts at trading options, it's pretty complex to look at the navigation and figure out everything they should do. That's the first one. We're making this simple, and as you can see in the action center and the wheel, it's already way simpler, because the goal for all of us is to earn money, right? In the most secure way possible. And we're doing that. That's our focus. Few clicks until you maximize your income potential. That's first. So send those questions and suggestions in the comments here and on YouTube and anywhere where you're watching. And the second question is, or was, why is QuantWheel different? And not in terms of features, but in terms of why is this different than any other tool out there? Who are you guys? How do we know you're staying? Where is the roadmap? How do I use the tool? Like all of these things, all of these questions are basically, why do I want, like, I like QuantWheel, I want to use it, but please don't stop developing. Please don't stop and disappear tomorrow. And this is why we started this live stream. This is why we started the roadmap. This is why we had the release notes, the how-to pages, the chat, all of these things. Just to tell you, we're not going anywhere. We're going to continue developing and upgrading QuantWheel, and we listen to your suggestions. As you can see in the chat, there are a couple of people who already know us, who know how fast we are with updating the app. And we have built big companies before. Ivan was one of the youngest engineering managers in Microsoft. He was one of the main people working on AI in MongoDB. And Ivan, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but Ivan is also one of the best software developers that I know. And I built many different companies before, and I also founded one of the most popular trading platforms, TradeLocker, which had over 400,000 active monthly users. We already own different businesses, and this is not the first time we're building something seriously. So we're not going anywhere. We're just going to continue and build something amazing with you guys.
Yeah, it was not. It was AI in Microsoft in developer productivity, but in MongoDB, I was in charge of basically 30% of all the data in cool storage, which is we had the biggest financial customers that require top-notch security, and you're just basically handling data. So we take this also very seriously.
And Idris, if you upgrade monthly, Stripe, which we use, will automatically give you a discount. I don't know if it's 20 or 30%, but you will see it on the pricing page. If you have, of course, if you will have any problems, message us on Discord, send an email, whatever is easier for you. And what we would like to do also on this call is ask you what should we talk on our next live stream. It's going to be on Thursday. If any of you would like to join, let us know. And Emmeline, if you're interested to join, you're a pretty interesting guy with a lot of experience. And let us know if you want to join this week, next week, and we're open to meeting you guys. We're going to continue this for a couple of more minutes. If you have any questions, let us know. If not, we'll finish the first live stream. Every next one will be better, we promise. We're going to fix the internet and other things. And we're going to have different topics to talk about, not just us or QuantWheel.
Yeah, I'd like to like provide this to be as a platform as well. If someone wants to come and join us, so we set up their wheel in QuantWheel, that would be awesome. Or if you have ideas, suggestions, we are open in Discord, email, or live stream chat. As you've seen, I think a few comments were about quick improvements. Wherever we can find suggestions, we'll take them and improve as soon as possible.
Yeah, and thank you guys for joining, and thank you as always for your support and for all the comments. It means a lot and definitely made the live stream much better. Thank you, Marcelo. Thank you, Idris. Thank you, Austin, and the other Marcelo and Emmeline, and Tringo Min and Briber.